Aries, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is going to be your weekly reading for the week beginning the 9th of August, or for a week to 2 weeks from whenever you come across this reading. This is you front and centre. Obviously, it could be the person you're thinking of when you listen to this reading. It is a general. Aries, you seem to be stuck between a rock and a hard place at the minute. I think it's more mental than anything else, because your focus is not on the future, because that is the hard place. You're focused on the rock, or vice versa. Now, what you're looking back on here is a work situation, I believe, or indeed a broken marriage, a divorce. And there's a feeling, I almost kind of feel you might be sort of beating yourself up here, that you didn't see it coming. Your High Priestess is in reverse, so this is a lack of intuition. It's, you know, blocked intuition. It's clouded insight. You may feel like you've been treated unfairly in a work situation, and again, there's a feeling that you've not been able to see it clearly. And I almost feel, Aries, you don't feel you can properly move on and handle the next obstacle, and it is a big one, because it's the Mountain with the King of Cups. It might even be the same scenario, the same situation, until you learn whatever it is you feel you've missed from the past. Because below you is the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. I think you feel that you've made a bad decision in the past, and you're kind of beating yourself up about it. You might be in denial. You might be checking that out. Am I in denial? Have I been weak? There's kind of mental stress here. You might have been dealing with a lot of dishonesty, and I think you're just trying to work out all of it. It's like maybe you've been dealing with someone or a situation, and there's been so many lies. You're confused now. You don't even know. You don't trust what was lies and what wasn't. So you're kind of very much stuck. I think you're feeling pretty lonely this week as well, Aries. But you're trying to garner knowledge from your past experiences, because you're not able to let it go. It has affected your stability. I think that pisses you off. And I feel you're in a bit of a negative feedback loop here. You know, replaying the same situation, the same conversations over and over, trying to work out what you've missed. How did you make that decision? Why did you make that decision? Or why did something work against you and destabilize you? And yet, Aries, with this standard Lenormand reading, this is saying you're someone who's normally and naturally dependable, secure and stable and work focused, and yet there's something being incredibly unfair that you can't get past. The song I got from this was you are a snapshot in my brain, only a photograph remains. So I don't know what's happened, but this is where you're at. You've got the fairies of the future, and it's like a push me, pull me. It's almost like you feel that you have to really fully understand your past before you can manage and cope with the future. Now, in your headspace, there might be something coming in this week that's going to give you some clarity, the Scythe and the Book. Now, this could be like a revelation that you get through your own study, your own learning, whatever you're trying to get to the bottom of. I think you feel there's a secret here. And it does look like, with the Scythe here, that you're going to rip that book wide open. And that actually, Aries, might allow you to move on with the Rider. But the Rider is also a messenger, a visitor. Packages. Maybe you've ordered a book. Maybe you're studying something that you feel you need to fully understand. I just feel you need to understand this fully before you can manage the next situation, and you know it's there, and it's the King of Cups, and there's an expectation here that this is going to be a struggle. Now the Mountain card, especially with a what's the word? Court card. This can be somebody you're at a distance from, estranged from. It can be the same person. And this might be, you know, you are actually going to court. This is the expectation. And this is you trying to, you know, collate information, collect all your, you know, statements, find out what was hidden, because you know that you're not seeing it clearly before you get in front of the judge. So you're expecting some sort of legal situation that you need to move towards. But there's doubt here. You don't trust yourself anymore because you've missed something in the past. And I just feel you're beating yourself up. The Mountain is something that can be worked around. The King of Cups with a Mountain can be an enemy, literally. Someone who works against you. Can be someone who's really dour, obstinate, stubborn. It's someone who just wants to thwart your progress. But there is something coming up, and you can work around it with the Mountain. It can take a very long time, the Mountain card, I have to say. And there is some sort of, with the Garden card here, and there's the Man reverse. So this is, you know, a meeting, some sort of social event, community. The other side, I asked what's on the side of the Mountain, it's the dice. So there's some sort of risk that needs to be taken here. A gamble, that may be from you or someone else, but it does involve a man, a letter, and a cross. So this is heavy communication coming in from a man or about a man. Where the Mountain can be worked around and it takes some time, it's an uphill climb. The cross is something that has to be undergone. The cross is your karma. It can be grief, it can be sorrow. It's unavoidable, the cross. And I do think it's in relation to someone that you maybe probably were married to. But I almost feel, Aries, to get to the bottom of it, to get the clarity, there might need to be a lessening of boundaries from you or the other person. Because there's someone, you're both, or either one of you is very defensive. But, you know, it's a lot of aggro here. It's a kind of like a lose-lose situation, and I think you just want a return to peace. I just don't feel that you feel... I'm not saying you don't feel up to handling this. It's just that you've not been able to let go of something in the past. You might be like projecting your past onto your future or your present, and you might be aware of that. So that might be why you feel you have to sit here and work your way through it and get really clear before you take your baggage into anything else. But you do have the Eclipse Mermaid, which is really excellent for this kind of energy, and this is a powerful energy shift. I'm trying to think what's coming up. We've obviously just gone through Lionsgate yesterday, and that runs up to the 12th of August. That might be what the shift is. It could be the Leo new moon. I think that's the 18th or the 19th, depending where you are. But the message from our Eclipse Mermaid is a deeply emotional, energetic shift akin to that of a powerful full eclipse is taking place in your life. There could be revelations, and that is the sudden secrets messages. Truth being told too, and at this time you may feel the urge to change what you eat, how you look and dress, how you express yourself, what classes you take, who you decide to hang about with, your own soul path. Everything that takes place will be good and right, even if it is disruptive. If you have not placed your feet on the path, this time may feel more disruptive, tumultuous and surprising. Any change at this time will bring you closer to who you truly are, and it is up to each of us to choose how we move through an eclipse. And one thing is certain, resistance is futile. Advice please for Aries for this reading. Be the light and follow the voice of your soul, star ancestor. When the White Witch comes up, this is basically saying that you do have some toxic energy around you. You need to put yourself in a little bubble, activate your Merkaba, go into the light, and you need to raise your vibration as much as you possibly can within your current circumstances so that you don't exacerbate it. But there is toxic energy around you when the White Witch turns up. So it's very much a case of trying to take the high road, the very high road with this combination, Aries. And trust that you are going to be able to get the answers that you need and just move on. Just keep moving on through it. They'll come when they need to come. Don't fret. Aries, that is your weekly message. Please look after yourselves and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.